What's up, champions? Today, I just want to go over a few of the things that make winners winners, right? Because yesterday I was talking about winners win, right? If you want to know if you're a winner, have you ever accomplished something in which you're the top 1% before? If not, you're a loser. Good luck. That was basically my video yesterday. But today I just want to go a few of the overall principles that make winners winners from what I experienced in my own journeys, what I observed from others, etc. So, first thing is environment, right? You probably heard environment, right? Make sure your environment's really good, but you truly do have to make it impossible to lose in your environment, right? If you're on a fitness journey and you generally just stay away from family completely, like for a lot of people, their family is the reason why they keep eating more food, right? If you just completely stay away from your family, it's gonna be a lot easier not to eat food. And what I mean by that is like not your intermediate family, the people you live in with your house, but just like family that don't live in your house, right? I find generally if you talk to family that don't live in your house more, you're more likely to eat more food. You're more likely to sit down, watch a movie or something like that, right? Just things that don't fully align with your goals. So that's what I mean, right? Obviously, don't stay away from your mom and dad. That's stupid. Um, I think you guys get what I mean by that. But next is playing the long game, right? The long game, y- like you can't do short term, right? I remember one time in my fitness journey, I just I ate 600 calories a day while also doing 10 kilometers a day, right? Which pretty much burns all the 600 I even eat. Doing 100 push-ups, 100 squats, and 100 sit-ups, right? The one punch man routine. So very, very quick and very rapidly, I got to like very low mental point. And then I quickly readjusted, reiterated, and bounced right back. So that was very like small and short period of my time where I actually had terrible mental health for like one day. Thankfully, only one day, and now I'm a very, very happy person, which I'm thankful for. But you have to play the long game. You have to create something sustainable, right? You can't go balls to walls every time, right? There are the days where you have to, right? I'm not gonna deny that. There are the days where you're gonna push really hard, but you gotta make it sustainable for the long term. So then you can actually push hard when you have to push hard. Because if you're always leaving everything on the table when the days come where it's time, it's time to make the moves. It's time to push hard. You can't do it because your battery's drained, right? It's like in the Fast and Furious movies. Well, at least the earlier ones where it was mostly street racing and stuff. You have to save your nitro for the right time. So, like you could go fast at the right time. You don't want to go fast early, right? You don't want to burn out, right? You need to be able to have that nitro ready when the time comes. So that's the importance of playing the long game and being patient. Another thing is risk management, right? You have to know how to manage your risk, and this could be done in different ways, right? I think it's more obvious how you would manage risk in terms of finances or entrepreneurship, uh, although people are still pretty bad with doing that, even though everyone knows how to. But I'll go into another aspect of life in which it might be a little more complicated to think of ways you could do risk management. And one example of that is going to be academics for me, right? So back in the day, right, when your boy didn't have a mustache, I was trying to get 100 overall average for the year in math and physics, right? So some of the things I did to reduce risk and ensure I had the highest chance possible of achieving those goals is one, before every test, I always had sort of my ritual, my little hype up moment, right? Um, Honestly, I would argue I needed pre workout more for my test than I did for my workouts, which sounds funny to say, but I was taking it seriously. Uh, and another thing is you have to revise your work, right? Reduce risk. That point is kind of obvious, right? You got to double check to reduce risk of getting things wrong, and also, but the third thing is always having the set same sort of way of prepping for my tests. So I knew exactly when the time was to fire, the time to execute, and go crazy, like to store up my knowledge and then puke it out and sort of ride those cycles. So I hope that like shows you guys how to do risk management, right? It's uh, a lot of risk management is actually just consistency, which was another one of the points I was going to get to, right? Mm, but I think people don't really understand how to be consistent, right? When I'm talking consistency, it's like you gotta have a schedule and you can't let any random unscheduled activity happen. If you let one thing, you're screwed. Like at least for 2 3 weeks, you're gonna fall completely off your schedule. Um, like just one thing, that's all it takes. So you have to be really really strict, right? Like really strict, in my opinion. I don't think in the times I made the most progress in my life, those were also the times where what I did every day was like full non-negotiable, right? Like if my sister needs help with something, it's like no, like this is my time right now, right? Maybe I can help you on Sunday because I schedule free time on Sunday. But other than that, it's like a no-no. And it does sound selfish, but like just from seeing the times I make the most progress in life, you sort of have to be selfish sometimes in order to make that progress. And then once you make that progress, you could share with those around you, right? So you have to make sacrifices at times. If uh, I got a buddy and he'll pick up gigs at any random time out of schedule, right? And it's like, bro, sure you're still gonna go to the gym every day, right? But if you just pick up random gigs at whatever time, it's gonna be a lot harder to get your work done in terms of entrepreneurship, right? A lot harder. And although you may not feel it now, once you sort of make that shift and you start to see that progress, it's like, what the heck? Because like to put it simply, right? When you doing one task for 2 hours is always better than doing two tasks for 1 hour each, right? There's a time tax that comes with starting a new task, right? So it's incredible how much time you could compound and how much you could save just by doing one thing in a certain time frame. Yeah. So one also one more thing I want to go over is faith and belief and the importance of that in your goals, right? First, belief, right? You got to believe in your goals, right? I believed in myself. Like I believed I was gonna get 100 in math and physics. Like on my first physics test, I got 100, and then after that, I'm like, ah, screw it, I'm gonna get 100 this whole year. Like, and the first unit is like the easiest unit. I'm like, nah, I'm gonna get 100. Unfortunately, I didn't because on the physics final, I um, added an extra decimal point, and they wanted me to round to a certain decimal point, which I didn't round to. It's called sigdigs. So, your boy messed up and got a 99. But you have to have that delusional belief in yourself. Like 100 average in physics, honestly, is kind of delusional, right? To think you can achieve that. But look, I got 99, so who the heck cares? And you also have to have faith, right? It's not just belief in yourself, but also faith in God, right? Because that faith is what's gonna help you put your foot forward every day. It's what's gonna help you with the up and downs, right? There's a certain level you can't go below once you have faith, right? It's sort of like raising your baseline. So that's everything in terms of the things I notice from winners, right? The overall principles that apply to that spill into many different aspects that winners do follow, right? So I hope you guys like this video. Mm, well, lots of stuff that's generally repeated everywhere on the internet, but it's just true, you know? It's just true. Still looking for new stuff, you just gotta focus on what actually works, right? So I hope you all have a great one and peace out, guys. Bye bye.